What's up, guys? It's your host, Devin Zander. You're listening to the From Delivery Driver to CEO podcast, and today we are talking about how to build a multi-7 or 8-figure business. This is our hack. This is our secret. It's going to blow your mind because you're going to be like, really? That's it? But I promise you that if you follow what I'm teaching you today, your business will multiply. We took one of our stores in 2019, we did $3 million in revenue. 2020, we did over $20 million in revenue, all because of this one principle. So let's get into today's episode. Let's have a good fucking time, everybody. I'm on one right now. I'm going to a music festival. My flight is in 3 hours, going up to Atlanta, shaky knees with my beautiful hot wife. I'm filming this on Thursday. You guys are going to watch it on Saturday or, whenever. You could be watching it in 2029. I don't fucking know. But anyways, let's get into today's episode. So the hack, the secret to a successful multi-7, 8-figure e-commerce business. And you can actually apply this in any business. This is the core principle of business, okay? And you see what most people do and why most people fail to have a hyper-successful, super-scaled business is because they are operating their business backwards, okay? Most people, when they go into business, they say, how can I get rich? How can I make as much money as possible? How can I do this? Me. How can I get rich, right? And look at someone just walked in. It's Austin. What's up, bro? Say hi to the people on the podcast. He's coming over. There he is. Yeah, come on, get in the mic and say it. Sorry, guys. I know that we're off topic now.
Hey, people on the podcast.
Wow, he's so handsome. Okay. Anyways, so most people, they think me. How can I support me? How can I get rich? How can I do this? How can I do that? Right? And that's just absolutely flat out backwards. It's wrong. This is not how businesses work. Obviously, dude, you hear it all the time. And I think my mentor Andy Frisella says it all the time too. Is like people say, well, "What's the point of the business?" Well, it's to make money. It's not true. The point of a business is to solve other people's problems. And you know what happens when you solve other people's problems? There's a little side effect. It's crazy. Can you guess what it is? You get really rich. You do. You just get rich. And you get a lot richer by solving other people's problems than you do by worrying about how can you enrich yourself and how can you get rich. Obviously, we don't go out and solve other people's problems all the time just because we're like these super altruistic, nice people. We do it because we want to get rich, right? But you have to prioritize solving other people's problems first. That needs to be what you do, okay? And then once you got that rocking, guess what? Because people love your products, because you are solving their problem. And we'll talk, a lot of people in e-commerce will be like, well, I sell apparel, I sell shine-on jewelry. How am I solving people's problems? I'll tell you, okay? It's really simple, actually. But that's why we exist, to solve problems. And if you get that, you will realize that you've been playing on hard mode this entire time. Because when you operate in business with the sole goal or the first goal where it's just about you and empowering yourself and getting yourself money, that's hard mode. It's hard to succeed because you don't get repeat customers, you don't get word of mouth, right? And those are things that make business so much easier because those word of mouth compounds. One person tells 2 people, those 2 people tell 4 people, those 4 people tell 8 people, they tell 16 people. If you scale your ad spend, it does not compound like that. You have a cost per acquisition, it could be $30. Okay, so you spend $60, you get 2 customers. You spend $120, you get 4 customers, but there's no compounding effect. It's not like if you spend 30, you get 1, you spend 60, you get fucking 3, you spend 120, you get 6. No, you still only have, I can't remember what the cost per acquisition I said, 4 or whatever, right? And in fact, the way it really works with ad spend is the more money you spend, the more expensive your cost per acquisition gets. Obviously, you're not going to reach that at that small of a scale where you're only spending a couple $100 a day. But once you start spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a day, your cost per acquisition goes up. And that's why it's so important to put the customer first, because then you can get repeat business. Right now, one of our stores has almost 50% repeat customer rate. That means 1 out of every 2 people who purchase from us, they come back and they buy more shit. And guess what? They tell their friends too. You know how I know? Because our social media following exploded on those stores. Check it out for yourself. Pawz.com, PAWZ.com. Go look at the social media followings. Millions of followers across all of the varied accounts, TikTok and Instagram. Go look. And it's because we create products that solve people's problems, that people love. Okay? And then there's other things that go into that too, like branding, and values and having a mission that creates customer and brand loyalty. But the biggest thing is just starting off with solving people's problems and focusing on that instead of focusing on how can you serve yourself. And when you do that, your life will become so much easier. It will become easier to sell products. It'll be easier to make good products. It'll be less stressful. You'll have happier customers. You won't be worried about. So like I always worry about people like, how do I handle refund requests? Like, new store owners, they're asking me that. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck? Why do you think you're going to get refund requests? Are you creating shitty products? Like, do you feel like you're scamming people or something? Why are you so concerned with getting refund requests? And of course, refund requests, I mean, they're going to happen. It's going to happen regardless. But for this to be like that front of mind thought where that's all they can focus on is how do I do returns and refund requests? Like it shows me where your head's at, that you're thinking about yourself and not the customer. Because if you're thinking about the customer, you wouldn't be worried about refund requests. I mean, you would, but you'd be worried about them for different reasons. Like, oh, fuck, why don't they like my product? Instead of like, oh, God, how am I going to handle it? And why do I have to give them back their money? You see how different that is? And when you change this frame, your life changes. So, I truly believe in our e-commerce businesses, we solve serious problems for our for our customers, right? And, all we do is sell apparel. We sell t-shirts, mugs, hats, tumblers, leggings, jewelry products, like Shine On products, posters, things like that. And it's like, well, Devin, how is that solving people's problems? And it's like, it's easy, dude. We'll start with the Shine On jewelry because that one's super easy, okay? Let's just go. We'll go through two niches, right? There's two Shine On niches that are evergreen, which are anniversaries, right? People have anniversaries every day, and then apology necklaces because people are fucking up and have to apologize to their spouse every day too. So with anniversaries, how are you solving someone's problem? Well, it's easy. There's a guy out there who wants to express how much he loves his wife. He can't figure out the words to say. He really wants her to know how much he loves her, but he just can't figure out the right words. Boom, that's where your Shine On necklace comes in. You're solving a problem for him. You're giving him those words in a beautiful message card with a nice piece of jewelry on it that will make his wife tear up and be happy with joy. That is an unbelievable feeling. When a man gives his wife something and it is so happy that he brings her to tears and she says, I love you, and then they go have some nice sex that night. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. And you're solving it. So that's anniversary. The I'm sorry thing. Guys, same thing. Every single day, there's some dude out there who did something wrong and he needs to apologize to his wife. He's scrolling through Facebook and he finds this message that you put on a card that perfectly embodies the words that he wants to express to his wife, but he couldn't figure out how. There it was in the newsfeed. You bought it. He gave it to his wife. They make up. They kiss. They have sex again. So you're just bringing people together. You're creating love. That is one of the most powerful things that we could do as humans. And you're allowing people to have that. That is how you're solving people's problems. And if you focus on that first, how can you create those feelings? How can you create those moments? You get rich. If you focus on how can I make myself rich? It's just harder. We have to put others first, and then we get rewarded. So with selling the t-shirts and stuff like that, people want to express themselves. People follow certain religious leaders, right? People align with the right wing or the left wing. They want to show people how they identify, right? They want to say, I stand for this. I believe in American values, or I believe in communist left values, right? They want to express that. Or, we on Product of the Week Club the other day, we covered a mechanic shirt. And it's like, it's an inside joke between the mechanics. They're like, this is how they express themselves. And it makes them happy. And then it creates funny moments because when other mechanics see this sweater, they're like, oh, dude, that's so true. That's fucking hilarious. Where'd you buy that? Can I get one? And then because you put the customer first, they like it. They bought it. Their friend asks about it. Their friend finds your store. Their friend buys. They tell another friend because mechanics know other mechanics. But you're solving that problem. You're giving them a joyous occasion with their friends, a little inside joke they can all take part in. And that is how you solve problems. And you can do this in any kind of business. Here at SCUP, we do it by, hey, people want to make more money from their stores. Hey, we teach you how. All right? We've sold over $50 million worth of stuff online, documented it all. We learned a lot along the way. We're helping other people do the same. That's the problem they solve. They want a better life. They want more freedom. They want more control over their time. They don't want a boss. Those are the problems that we solve here at SCUP. So, look, moral of the story is stop putting your own bank account first. I know it seems like that's what you want to do, right? Like, but all I care about is getting rich. Good. Help other people because you're going to make a lot more money that way. It's going to be a lot easier. It'll be a lot less stressful, and you'll thank me once you do it. All right, this is Devin. This is the From Delivery Driver to CEO podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. Baby, let's go. And if you want us to help you build a profitable e-commerce store, we can coach you. We accept about 15 students a month right now. Skup.net/call, skup.net/call. Book a call with us, free to book a call. See if you're a good fit and if we can help you get your e-commerce business to 6, 7, or 8 figures, depending on where you're at in your journey right now. This is Devin. See you guys on the next episode.